Hello, everybody. It's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual feline friend, a purveyor of good vibes. So today we are here with some Genshin Impact, like I have been for the past couple days. I'll be continuing doing the side story that I was in the middle of from last time. Hopefully there won't be any hiccups like, a blue screen on my computer this time around. I can only hope for the best though, and it's not like there's a way for me to prevent that. Not that I know of. Actually, when I see those blue screens and it says an error, maybe I should actually, like, note down what it actually says and see if there's a way to prevent it. But it doesn't happen too often. I think it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and head back. Hey, Frozen Nova. Haven't seen you for a while. How have you been?
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I'm trying to remember. Map. Back to Simulanka. Hi, Anime Otaku. Wait, have I seen you around here before?
You have my undivided attention.
Anime Otaku. Oh, I think you're a new person here, right? But yeah, hey. I'm just doing some more side stories in Genshin today. That's the plan. And busy working. That's how I am too most of the time. Yeah, so this is your first time here. Your Dea to friendship tent. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Did you like actually play Dea? Or did you just like put her into your like teacup and slowly build friendship from that? Friendship's a little bit more important now that, they have the illusion theater rim, right? Okay, wait. I'm trying to go to Simulanka. Let's just teleport to here first. Then we'll figure out where we need to be. So we're in the middle of that one quest with the crazy amount of narration going on in the background. Which we still don't know who the main narrator is, but there's the three clans that are constantly kind of bickering with each other, but now they're kind of, unifying. She was in teacup. I used her for a solid month and got her 10/10. Oh, wow, that's crazy. How do you like her? There's so much controversy when she first came out. Is she better than she was when she first came out, or did you go like, or did you just play her despite all like the weird things that we heard about her? And did you get her from the standard banner, or did you actually just like roll for her when she was like the featured character? How many pulls do you have? I have a lot of pulls. I'm the type of person that likes to save a lot of pulls. 28k. That's a lot of pulls, right? I think actually, who was my last character that I pulled for? I did pull her pull on this Davia banner. Mainly for Kiraro, which I got obviously from 110 pull, so I stopped right there. But the last 5-star character that I was aiming for was not here. Should be close. The last one was Arakino. That's how far back I rolled for. And the one before that, I lose my 50-50 before that. It's been so long. I like how far back I'm going. Hanari was the 50-50 loss to, apparently. Look how it doesn't seem that far back if it's like on May, right? Who was the featured character during this time? Oh, I guess where I was pulling, I did not get it, but I did get Ryan Shugan. Maybe I was part of Arlecchino, failed a 50-50, got Tanara, then I got Arlecchino afterwards. That was like my literally only pull this year besides Raiden, I guess in the beginning of the year, but that's it. After I got Raiden and got her to C6, I just haven't been pulling. 25. Same for Kazuha. Oh yeah, Kazuha is coming back, isn't he? He does tend to come back right around the time after summer event. Yeah, he's good. I do like him. I do think he's really worth for sure. And then for Dea, she's pretty decent. I just got her from losing from Farina banner. Oh yeah. It's nice that they add her in the standard banner at least. You can get her that way. But did you end up getting Farina in the end? Oh. I actually forgot. I forgot which store it is in my long list of quests. So I'm just gonna go from here. Wait till 8 to next day. That's too bad if you didn't get Farina. She's also really good. I mean, she's say also, but she's really good. She does a lot of things all in one kit, which is really nice. At least, yeah, I guess you do have your guaranteed character next because of that, though. 32 wishes, and you're saving up for Yelan. Ooh.
What a beautiful day, thought the traveller, before he was overcome by a creeping sense of foreboding. The voice in his head grew louder. Must go to Pendulum Lane.
Voice in my head. Is it? Is that the narrator himself telling me to go there? I mean, he did tell me to go there, but if he wasn't here, I wouldn't have known to go there. There's no other voices in my head that would tell me that. Okay, I guess I'll go over there then. Technically, I don't even know where Pendulum Lane is unless they show me on the map. So glad they have that to tell me where to go. Gotta do the summer event probably this weekend. Yeah. Oh, you still have a lot of time, right? It's, let me think. How much more? 25 days. And, you know, I've been streaming the event like 2 to 3 hours per stream, and this is my 4th stream, so...
Pendulum Lane is just up ahead. Something must have happened here after all. Everyone's crowded around.
It's a good, 12 hours to actually get to the point where I'm at right now. Is this my alternative account? No, this is my main account. Oh, I guess the bigger question for somebody that is new to my channel is what characters I have, right? Because I have a lot of characters. So Raiden, actually, if you look at her, she is at C6. She's not the only C6 character. Ayaka is also at C6 as well. So there's been a lot of characters I've been pulling past. Eula's at 4, so she's close. Yeah, I know. Imagine if I know Eula does a lot of damage, but I feel like a lot of teams don't use her nowadays. Which is why I've been hesitating to get her to C6. But I do know she does a lot of damage once she gets there. Like, I think in terms of what characters I'm interested in getting to C6 next, would probably be like Kazuha, Arlecchino, Yelan, Farina. These are the characters I'm thinking about. And then, well, person. I'm just a person that likes to save up for a long time and not roll for a lot of characters and roll for certain characters. So most of my... So I didn't really spend too much in the game. Like, I do spend sometimes a little bit in Walking Moons, but that's it.
Oh my god, this is terrible. I don't understand. The three great clans of Constellation Metropole have finally made peace with each other. Who could have done this?
Oh, is this a murder scene?
What happened? Oh no, someone's lying on the ground. Cappe!
How did this happen?
I didn't know toys can get murdered.
Wake up! You need to revise your last words or everyone's gonna start suspecting me!
What did he say?
If I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano.
Ugh, you could have at least pretended to not remember it.
I'm sorry, Boberano, but this is an interrogation. I have to give the detective straight answers.
How did it go from like a quest to figure out the clan's like history to a murder story?
Don't worry, Boberano. I don't consider you a suspect, nor do I have the authority to charge anyone with a crime. So, are you the last people to have had contact with him?
Yes.
My sincere condolences. You were travel companions, right? It's a real tragedy. I'm afraid he'll be out cold for another hour and a half, at least.
Huh?
Yeah, I know. It's despicable. Hitting someone in the back of the head is the second worst act of cruelty there is. The first being replacing their gear oil with extra strong glue.
Well, I never thought of that being a way to murder toys. By, I guess the oil is what you need. It's almost like a drink for them to kind of lubricate themselves since they're toys. And putting glue kind of, what pretty much, it's pretty much like poison, right? It just stops them, like petrifying them.
So, Cappe's not dead?
His gears, metal frame, and shell are all still in excellent condition. It's just his energy supply that's been all messed up.
Huh?
Wait. But surely you can't be suggesting that just because Cappe isn't broken, there's no need to go looking for the culprit.
No, there's a need. Huge need.
Unfortunately, this is rapidly turning into a cold case. There's no evidence and no witnesses. Unless there's an official clockwork pedestal, the goddess of prophecy around here somewhere. Excuse me. Then suddenly the long-lost dragon of old flew across the sky.
What? Another dragon? We got tricked by the narrator.
I didn't see anything. Wait, why can't I move?
No, my mistake. It was just a cloud. Or a bird. Or something.
What? How can you mistaken a dragon? A cloud or a bird for a dragon.
If only we could turn time backwards and replay the crime.
Oh, we can still turn back time? I thought the blessings were gone.
Isn't that one of those, clockwork socket things right behind you?
So it is. No wonder everyone here is suddenly struggling to move. Traveller, if you please, let's recreate the crime scene.
We can still turn back time. We can still turn back time, so we can actually see who actually bunked him on the head. What?
The crime scene's too chaotic. I can't make heads or tails of it.
So watch it slowly. I didn't see anybody bonk him when we were going backwards. Did he just like fall down? He just fell down himself, even though the detectives say he got bonked in the head. Or maybe the detectives say that bonk in the head is like one of the worst ways to go down, but that's not what happened. Yeah, he just fell down. Okay. So there's no culprit then.
Well, that clears it up. Cappe was walking along the street, and he suddenly collapsed. He was faking it.
He's faking.
What? So case closed? Aren't you supposed to investigate a little more first?
Wait, but didn't he said that his energy supply is wonky, so he's more like ill, right?
We literally replayed the crime scene and saw it with our own eyes. There's no need for any evidence gathering or powers of deduction now. And besides, maybe the truth is inherently strange by nature. Like how Constellation Metropole has 3 histories, each of which is the truth.
But didn't you say Cappe was struck in the back of the head and knocked unconscious?
For all I know, he could have bashed his head against a toilet bowl before leaving the house, then walked here in a daze before finally passing out. As for why he might have done that, my guess is... With the Supreme Clan question left unanswered and the tension in Constellation Metropole suddenly wiped away, he was looking to create a new source of conflict. Only then would the city feel alive again.
Do we really think he's capable of that, though? Sounds like a pretty complicated conspiracy for the average Simulanka resident.
Traveler, something about the crime scene isn't sitting right with me. It just seems unnatural. Also, anything outside of the immediate area won't have appeared in the replay. Is it possible that something was missing from the scene? Why don't we search the area?
Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, we're gonna head to Cappe's house to check the toilet bowl for signs of an impact.
Okay, so they're saying that he got bonked on the head before he came here and he passed out, but he didn't say anything. Can you review and advise me related on what I should do for character improvement? To improve your characters, there's something that there is nowadays to help you with that. Not that. It's the training guide. If you go to your training guide, it could tell you how to kind of, you know, improve your character right here, whether it's like, you know, by, you know, artifacts and, you know, talents. The ID might not work. It depends on where you are and what region. You could post your ID and could take a quick look. But the training guide usually does a pretty good job of helping you figure out what you need to do. Especially, yeah, this is like based on your current party. And you can kind of see like whether I have really maxed out the characters. In this case, I have. Actually, you know what? Actually, is there any characters I have that haven't been really fully been improved? Like all the characters that mainly work, I guess the Traveler would think he needs improvement, but I guess he's good enough. Yeah, most of the characters are good, except for, I guess, Yao Yao. Yao Yao could be better. Why is she not good? Yeah, apparently I could equip a better weapon. It tells you what weapons you currently have and what weapon they recommend. Apparently it wants me to take Raiden's weapon. Oh, what artifact do they want me to use? I forgot what I have on her. I think I have the Millith already. But yeah, like this little training guide is gonna kind of help you get you where you need to go for the most part, because it's kind of based on what all the other all the other players are doing in the game. Like all these characters down here, obviously I haven't worked with them. They're not maxed out, and they can definitely be improved. I forgot that I have set those, but anyway, yeah, that's generally what you probably want to follow first. Then if you still feel like you're having other issues, then yeah, you can have someone else take a look at it. But anyways, I'm gonna go look for clues and continue the story. And then I guess if you post your ID, and I can take a little peek at that when that comes, assuming that I can still look at it though. Oh, grocery owner.
Come here. Whatever it is you were looking to buy, please do come back tomorrow. It's just, I have to close early today. A bottle of growth serum has gone missing. If someone's stolen it with the intention of harming others, the consequences could be disastrous. There's a whole investigation into it, so I gotta close the shop while I do an inventory count. If it turns out I'm wrong and I miscounted, I could be charged with filing a false report and disturbing the peace.
Oh, hi, Unknown.
There's a
Welcome back. What should I call you now? Now they keep... Did I just keep calling you by whatever names you changed to? Or should I just keep calling you... Or what did I even call you before? Keep changing your name that I don't know what to actually call you before. Just stay with Unknown? Okay. Yep. Yeah, I pretty much just started doing the quest again. I'm currently trying to solve it's not really a murder story because he's still alive. He's just knocked out or collapsed. But we're solving why he collapsed. For this time. Yeah, okay. So we're looking for more clues. There's another clue around here somewhere. Up here.
There's a spear here. It looks so mysterious. Let's take it.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of weird that it's here. Someone could like trip over the spear and fall down the stairs. So probably not a good idea to leave it there. Actually, why was that? I guess this guy is part of like the investigation crew. He's not really saying anything. Okay, did he come up here? I don't think it's all the way up here. It's probably more down this way.
A pickaxe? What is it doing all the way down here? There's gotta be a story behind it. Let's take it.
I mean, it feels like, even though we're like kind of looking for like a weapon that he could have got attacked by, there's so many different ones around here. Potion, a spear, a pickaxe, a bottle. What's going on here?
You're not from these parts, are you? Just visiting?
Yep, that's right. Why? What's up?
Ah, well, I was gonna offer you a great job in the Titanium mines. A safe and secure working environment.
Doesn't sound very safe. At least not as safe as being a courier.
Yeah, definitely not.
To keep the titanium ore intact, we use specially designed pickaxes that can't cut through it. Even if you struck a person with it, it wouldn't so much as leave a scratch. And in terms of labor intensity, the work has been rated as Class 2 physical labor by a reputable organization. Even cats can do it.
Cats can mine?
I'm not.
Oh, I forgot, because she's also known as a cat.
Welcome to Paimon's world.
Mind you, I don't know what happened today, but somehow a pickaxe has gone missing. Maybe one of the giant guards broke it down, so someone took it to perform a rapid resuscitation procedure.
Sounds pretty brutal for a first aid technique. Still, a missing pickaxe. Huh. Is it just me, Traveler, or does it seem kinda suspicious?
Yeah, Nekomata, that's correct. It's just part cat, not a full cat. I mean, I already have the pickaxe, mixing pickaxe, but why was it over there? And I'm still looking for a clue. See it in the map? Let's look over the other direction. It's kind of hard to see those like green circles on the map for me. I mean, yeah, it is. The air is kind of blocky, right? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Being similar to Minecraft. It's probably above. Is it above? Can't be that high though, can it? No, I think what I need to do is talk to more people around here. Here.
Hello there. Have you seen my spear by any chance? Someone was shouting about a dragon a minute ago, and I instinctively threw it into the sky. Yeah.
Really? You haven't looked and you threw it into the sky. Wait, he didn't get hit by the spear, did he?
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
Growth serum. Guard spear. I mean, the pickaxe most likely was misplaced, right? And the spears don't really pierce people, so if anything, it probably... The guard probably threw it, and it probably hit that other guy on the head. But that whole dragon thing, didn't that happen after he got knocked down already? Well, I'm picking the spear anyways.
If so, there's no way his head would still be in such good shape. He'd have a big dent in the back.
And if the
Oh, that's right. The other way.
spear in his possession right up until that guy shouted about the dragon.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. The timing didn't make sense.
Weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
The growth serum? I mean, I guess the pickaxe is nearby too. So was the growth serum though.
If it was the growth serum, Kappe would have been turned into a giant.
Also, the bottle probably would have shattered when it hit him. We would have seen the debris on the ground.
I mean,
Let's say one of these was the weapon used in the assault. Which one do you think it is?
I mean, wouldn't the person just drink it, get big, and then like knock him out? I wouldn't be thinking that they threw the bottle at him, but okay. I guess it's the pickaxe.
If it was the pickaxe, Kappe sure is lucky it's not still lodged in his head.
Actually, you're wrong there, Paimon. The foreman at the mine was just saying, this kind of pickaxe is designed not to damage titanium, so it couldn't cause any superficial damage to residents here.
They're technically all wrong. I mean, none of them felt right in the first place. I was just picking answers anyways.
But you could probably knock someone out if you hit them hard enough, and it wouldn't leave a scratch.
Oh, I guess it was the pickaxe then?
Let's take this back to the crime scene and replay it one more time.
But it didn't look like anybody.
How was the toilet at Cappe's house?
Toilet? What about it? Oh, yeah, forget that.
Here's the pickaxe. So maybe someone had the pickaxe in her hand in the replay.
What's this about? What are you trying to say?
We thought the way Kappe fell looked odd, so we searched the area for suspicious items and found this. It could have been deliberately placed out of range of the crime scene so it wouldn't show up when we replayed it. Now we've retrieved it, we were gonna replay it again. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I just remembered I forgot to turn off the clockwork switch in my kitchen. Yeah, I think I'll just,
What? It's the detective?
Oh no, you stay right there.
But why would a detective do this? There you go.
Be good now.
But he did go behind him. Oh. He does have the pickaxe. They're all getting along. Did he throw it? Or did he... What? The bank shot. I need to see that again. He literally threw it at the box. It bounced from the box and flung back and hit him in the back of the head. What? I feel like that's impossible if you wanted to even do that. Like, it's not like a boomerang. See this again. That takes some skill right there. Wow. Wait. So what I'm trying to figure out is whether he did it on purpose or it was like accidental. He meant to like break the box or just have it stay here and just end up hitting him.
So, it was you!
I would congratulate you for cracking the case, but since I did such an abysmal job of covering my tracks, didn't exactly have your work cut out for you. So, all I can say is...
So wait, when did he even have time to move the pickaxe out of the scene though? Because wasn't he just standing here the whole time? Like after he got knocked out?
Is...
Catch me if you can!
He can't be that fast, can he?
We have a runner! That's it! Let me at him!
The would-be Marquis of Carabas dispatched the Nekomata in boots who ran off in pursuit of the poor little minion.
Yeah, I guess throwing it again would make sense, considering how good he was at throwing it. Wait, where did he go? Oh, wait. Need to actually... Can I climb back up? I guess it's not gonna let me climb back up. Okay, fine. Don't have Kazuha to make things easier either. Wait. Which way did I climb up from again? What? Oh, this way. This way. Yeah, I missed this, but I needed to attach the line together, then fly across. Can that actually stop me if I go in the wrong time?
Protesting painfully against the intense physical activity, he decided to take the elevator, giving him a moment to catch his breath. Really? His lower back asked. But the minion had no other choice. He resolved to make the jump down. By this point, the Nekomata in boots was gasping for air. The minion was huffing and puffing, even more loudly. But we'll ignore that.
I'm not! Don't underestimate the gold-level courier of the Komania Express!
Oh yeah, I don't want to get stuck on glue. I know he's so quick. Definitely cheating. Made it.
Characteristically catty response from the Nekomata. Tell me, what do you hope to gain from bullying me?
I get to let off some steam!
She's cute. This is not even bullying. He's the one running from his own crime, and we're trying to catch him.
Ha ha! You fell into my trap. Oh, and by the way, remember the glue you got stuck on when you first entered the future Marquis' abode-to-be? That was also me. I did it using my powers.
What? That's cheating.
Rats! Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys right now. You can just jump out of your shoes and keep running, but Wait, I'm wearing boots this time. Yes!
That's right. She normally would not be wearing boots and like
Minion made a last
be barefoot.
attempt. He began his long climb, up the wall, the tall wall. He began his long climb up the tall wall.
You call that a tall wall? In urgent Neko parcel mode.
Apparently too quick for the dialogue.
I surrender.
You've got nowhere left to run.
All right, I confess.
That was fast.
Getting caught by you here was a backup plan. I don't know if what I've done will make things better or not. Time to come clean. I am the narrator, the one who's been guiding you all this time.
Wait, this whole time he was running from me. He was also the one like talking to us this whole time in the air. Yeah, I figured. I guess so. Gap shock. My mind's blown.
You're overdoing it a little bit there. Anyway, I only did what I did because...
Why are you suddenly spilling the beans?
I poured my heart and soul into all this. I was worried you wouldn't ask. The truth is, I was one of the first conscious beings ever made by the goddess of creation. And I've known for a long time that this whole world is just a fairy tale written by the goddess of fate.
Oh, he knows.
I know they say that fairy tales are just made up for kids to read, but I refuse to believe that fairy tales are just fictional stories and nothing more. The reason why Constellation Metropole has 3 origin stories is that the goddess of fate wrote 3 drafts and couldn't decide which one she liked best.
Oh.
Trod all over them, and they all got crumpled together, so the 3 worlds just sort of folded into one. The goddess of fate was torn between them anyway, since she couldn't decide which ending was best for the dragon or the kids. So when she saw what the cat had done, she simply decided to go with all 3.
Who'd have thought? But what does any of this have to do with what you did?
Yeah, why would you attack him?
So you couldn't hope to understand my sorrow. Honestly, I don't think there's anyone in all of Simulanka who would understand. Every day that I experience, every interaction I have with another person, is it really all just a work of fiction? The only reason the 3 great clans wanted to find out the truth was for the pointless task of electing the supreme clan. I thought that once they'd learned the truth, it might make them curious enough to investigate further. But as it turned out, they just accepted it and carried on living the same old lives. I have to motivate them to keep looking for answers now that they think they've learned the truth. I have to make them uncomfortable with the superficial explanation that they took at face value. And I have to figure out, once and for all, while you real people from the outside world are still here, are we real?
Aww.
That's my full confession. Time for you to take me back. I'm guessing I'll probably be forced to make a public apology, then sentenced to half a day in solitary confinement. I definitely deserve half a day.
That's so short for a, like, assault charge, but okay.
Oh, also, pass this message on to Cape, Bobarano, and Albizzi, if you could. The Great Clockwork Key was originally put in place jointly by the ancestors of the 3 clans. If the 3 of them had any ability to cooperate whatsoever, they'd have been able to remove it by themselves. Over all these years, not once have they ever tried removing it together.
Oh, my poor child. There's one thing you've been mistaken about this whole time.
Ah! Whose voice is that? Detective? Was that you? Your voice acting's actually pretty good.
The reason fairy tales are suitable for children is that they help them to understand the world. Fairy tales may be works of fiction, but at their heart lies an internal logic that is undoubtedly real-world truth in a condensed form.
That's true.
Perhaps they simplify good and evil, and perhaps they hide the darkness in metaphors. But let there be no doubt. The world within fairy tales is as real as can be. And by extension, you and your compatriots are also real.
Goddess! Is it really you?
The line that separates footnotes from narrative can never be crossed. Never the two shall meet. This is why you have never heard my voice before. But now you wish to break free from the story. And there's a cat nearby, so you can hear my echo.
That's the condition needed for this?
Necromora!
Your echo?
Oh, poor detective.
So, we are a part of the real world too.
Lead the surrendered detective back to Cuphead. He's still alive, right? He just got hit in the head a little bit. So we need a shot of the crime scene for evidence, a mugshot of the suspect for the records, and a photo of the heroes for prosperity. The guard mulled it over. 3 photos is overkill. Let's just get one big group photo at the crime scene. I don't think that's how crime scene photos work, but okay. Suspect, try and look more serious. Heroes, more natural, please. Happy smiles, but no smiling from the victim or their friends and family. Thank you. No, don't get up. Stay on the ground. We need to capture the crime scene as is. 3, 2, 1. The cheese. Pretty nice photo. Yeah, that's something you wouldn't ever do in real life, but it's amusing how it kind of ended, I guess. Definitely the weirdest photo experience of my life.
My head's spinning. Albizzi just gave me a quick rundown of the situation. So you caught the detective?
Sorta. We chased him until he surrendered. Oh, and he asked us to pass on a message.
Tell the 3 about the rest of what happened. And that they can remove the great clockwork key if they work together.
Does he really think we didn't try that? 'Cause we did, after 6 months in that place.
That was my bad. I thought it was a stupid idea at the time, so I didn't really exert myself.
Really?
I also sort of stopped trying after 3 years.
How long were they in there for?
You... Never mind. I'm partly to blame as well. On the second attempt, I just hugged the key and pretended like I was pulling as hard as I could.
Really? They could have solved this by just talking it out.
You guys are so lazy. My granny's neighbor's pet cat has nothing on you, and it spends all day, every day sunbathing.
Anyway, you said you heard the voice of the goddess of fate at the end? That's amazing.
There is a world beyond our own after all.
What would you guys say to taking a trip to the outside world sometime? Otherwise, I got bashed in the back of the head for nothing.
Depends. Do either of you know how to get there? But yes, I agree we should go. And not invite the detective, just to annoy him.
Wow.
Maybe the reason we've never worried about whether we're real or not is that, unlike him, we weren't there to witness the creation of this world. We've never had any reason to doubt that we're real. If someone ever convinced me that these delightful dimwits, Cape and Albizzi, weren't real, oh, I'd be devastated.
Nice. Finish the side quest. So it was just a little bit more until it was finished. Wait, what? It's not done? So what's with these prizes over here? There's a competition. Tests of contestants' ability to work as a pair. Each contestant has their own styles. To do the challenge differ. Shut the eyes, move the legs, go hungry. Oh, I see. So I could choose who to work with. I imagine you kind of have to work with them all to have this work, but I don't know what the competition is about. Reckless? He's greedy. Troubled. You know what? I'll work at them. Either figuring them out. What did I get dragged into? I don't even know what to do. Which way to go? Can I tell them to go right? You see to go straight now. That avoids the glue. You should know where to go from here, right? Is that gonna walk into the glue? Hey, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, 3 different puzzles.
An impressive bounty.
Okay, I guess you're next. Gotta walk forward, right? Root? Oh, he's hungry. I see. Here, have a mushroom. Oh, pff. I guess you have to do the apple because it actually is a fruit. Oh, I did not know he could turn to a giant like that. Eat more fruit? Meat? Here you go. Here, have a chicken. What else do you want? Sweet. Here's a sweet flower. Probably isn't going to be the spicy. Actually, it would be really fun if I gave him the spicy one. Probably should have done that for fun anyways. Oh well. He probably wouldn't eat it though.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Okay, last one. How we're gonna deal with the glue? I see. Can we restart? Okay, I see. So you have to kind of modify the course first before you actually start it, compared to the other two. Should be easy. Okay, there is no way you can mess up now, right? Go. If it like goes around and like walks into the glue still, I'll be kind of mad. There you go. Can I please open it?
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
All right. Good there. Question is whether... Okay, we are done with that. Okay, I guess the next thing we're gonna do is go to Kole. Wait, before we go... Is Kirara still here? Thinking we could at least say goodbye to her before we go, in case she's still here. But maybe not. Guess it was just that competition left, really, at the end right there. What's this? You draw, I step. Solve the graffiti puzzle. Owl. Squirrel. Squirrel number 2. Wait, no, I don't know what all these animals are, but they're technically all the same animal, just different colors. Kind of hard for a colorblind person. Oh. There you go.
An impressive bounty.
Figure you have to go backwards at some point. It would be the him being colorblind. That's like the only option at that point left. There's another chest over here. What do these guys do? They want to play hide and seek. Well, someone told me it was very short, so I guess I'll go do it very quick. That's one. Is that him right there? Oh, this is something else. Right here. And up here. That was short. Thank you.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Anything going on here? Maybe not. Okay, getting distracted. Let's continue the story, the next story, which should be the final side story, which requires me to go back to Sumeru. That's kind of odd. Hey, well, going back to Sumeru. Here. Oops, that was an accident. You meant to click and go to a waypoint. You like deselect the quest that you're trying to go to. That's right next to the waypoint. Oh, is this not voiced? All right. Didn't Kole say Samara City has been pretty lively lately? Aren't you even a little bit curious? Sure, sounds fun to me. Right? Paimon agrees. I got pulled to like a different quest. Now let's see what's going on. Okay. Odd text mystery. I think that is the name of the quest. It does have a time limit, so it is the event. Right? Or... Here, let me double check. It's just weird that everything's kind of voiced all the way to this point. But it's that one. Farazan's at least voiced, right? Nope. This whole side quest is not voiced. Look! That's Farazan over there. Do you think we should ask? Even just glancing at the borrowing records gives me a flashback to how awful that book was. How irritating. Farazan, what are you doing taking to yourself over there? Over here. Madame Farazan, after all. It's not out of place for me to mull things over out loud, wouldn't you say? But in this case... Sorry, never mind, forget about it. Why the two of you suddenly decide to stop by? Or drop by. Same thing. Well, about that, we heard something about a party and didn't want to miss out. Ole told us that Sumeru's the place to be now. Apparently tons of interesting things are happening, so we thought we'll ask around. Any idea what she was talking about? Interesting thing. What might Ole find interesting? Denari's tail getting so fluffed up like a ball of tumbleweed? Or Sino climbing a tree and getting his hood caught on a branch? Whoa, we really miss all that? Seriously, and nobody thought to tell me? Still, she said there's something big that everyone's been talking about. Can you think of anything slightly more significant? More significant. Ah! I clicked on something. Now that you mention it, it must be what I think it is. Recently, rumor has been going around about a certain book. Eek! That's a classic horror story opening. It's not some kind of forbidden tome or anything like that, is it? Forbidden tome? Huh! As far as I'm concerned, it might as well be. Tell me, have you ever read one of those really bad detective novels? I don't think I have. Paimon has. Paimon has. Tell me exactly how bad it was. Oh, leave it to Paimon. For example, the type where you start off thinking it's a locked room murder mystery, but it actually turns out the whole building was just moved. That's right. Or it's supposed to be based on a pure reasoning and logical deduction, but then it turns out the culprit had some kind of superpower. Exactly. Or it starts out as a super serious, but in the second half, it just appears that everyone lost their memories out of the blue. Or it sets in a mountain village in the middle of the snowstorm, and the police officer who's been portrayed as a serious figure throughout the whole story suddenly turns out to be the murderer, even without the slightest hint of foreshadowing. Wonder if these are all like hints of actual like murder mystery stories that we actually know. But either way, I wouldn't know it. Well, you're both being way too specific. You will offend half the crime novelists into vibe if you keep going. My apologies. I'll let myself get a bit carried away there for a moment. Anyway, to cut to a long story short, I did borrow a book like that a few days past. So, you borrowed a badly written book, but what happens to that happens to the best of us? No, that's the problem. The blizzard swept mountain villagers, superpowers, police officers who turn out to be criminals. This book had it all and more. Reading it was a testament to torture. And despite how complicated it wasn't engaging in the slightest. But there has been all sorts of rumors circling about this book because of the strange marks drawn all over all the pages. People are saying it must have be concealing secrets. Do you think there's treasure involved? I'm not sure, but there must be many who believe so. Not only have more and more people been borrowing it, but they've all been specifically asking for the marked up copy. Have you borrowed too? Yes, I have. And as you well know, I am a scholar, so it's only natural to have a bit of curiosity. So, just what secrets does the book at the center of the rumors actually hold? Read it carefully from start to finish. Most of the marks are circles, but the beginning and the end points of each stroke differ, as does the color of the ink used. More importantly, all the names of the people in the book have been circled. Not only that, many of them are adapted from famous figures in Sumeru's history. Some speculate that these marks must have been left by different scholars over the eras, each researching the book's secrets, each searching for a name they believe in. Others believe that they are a kind of notion made by different people belonging to the same organization and that the name circle are their code names. Still, others think that it's some kind of encryption cipher, and even after finishing it, I came no closer to uncovering the mystery. Not only was reading it a complete waste of my time, but sheer absurdity of shoddy excuse for a plot several times over. I was so angry that I returned the book immediately, and when I came to the house of Dana today, I found a lot of people skulking around. I suppose they were all still looking for that thing. Wondering you zoned out like that. Paimon's guessing you won't be borrowing any more detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Sigh. Paimon, NoukonNeko, surely you two must understand how I feel. Don't worry, madame. I feel your frustration. What's the book called? We'll borrow it and take a look ourselves. It's called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard? You sure it's a detective novel? Sounds more like a title of a light novel. Sorry, tell me about it. Anyway, read it at your own risk. It truly is an unbearably boring... Is it that boring? I have to read the whole book. Find out after we talk to Frozen one more time. I don't know what kind of book I like. The spectrum is just so broad. I don't know where to start. Okay. She doesn't actually have much to say. That's an interesting... Oh yeah, I forgot House of Dana is like its own zone. Right? Or is this literally made for this event? Nope, it's its own zone. It's just been a while since I've been here. And it's probably better for me just to roll my way there. Down here. There are so many books with long titles here. Let Pame have a look. Working hard and vacationing harder. What the heck? An atlas of rare rainforest dwelling species. Professional edition. The art of construction of coffee machines. Who exactly reads these? I guess people who wants to make more coffee machines or better coffee machines. Secrets of Elemental Sciences. The book, Jack even says, expert approved. The former sage Cyrus praises this as an excellent entry-level book. And this one, a completion of a summary of common basic grammar rules for rare languages of ancient desert people. Irk, now Paimon's dizzy. It's just so many words. Yeah, I'm not good at reading either, Paimon. Don't worry. Come on, Paimon. You can learn 20 different... Huh? Is that Layla over there? Let's just ask her. She may know something. Yeah, we'll just ask the scholars to do the reading. Is it weird if I had Layla talk to Layla? NoukonNeko! Paimon! It's been so long. Done. I mean, yeah, I need to make her sound a little bit more sleepy. NoukonNeko, Paimon, it's been so long. Still a little bit tired. Didn't sleep well last night? I was reading a novel, so I stayed up late. It wasn't the detective novel that everyone's been talking about, was it? The one with the super long name? No, no. If you're talking about reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. All right. Yes. No, it wasn't that one. Madame Farazan said it was really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Oh, so you're not that interested in the book's secrets? I haven't even been able to keep up my own work, even though I'm up late all the time these days. By the way, more people have been interested in the book than I ever imagined. 7 or 8 in a single morning. I feel like a living signboard sitting here like this. Kaveh asked me the same question. So he must be looking for it too? He was even hiding behind a ladder before looking for something. He looked really embarrassed. What? Searching for something? Hiding behind a ladder? He must be after the Mora. That's gotta be it. So he can hurry up and pay off his debt too. Wait. No. Let's just pretend Paimon didn't say anything. Layla, you're really sleepy, right? Must be dreaming of this conversation. Hehe. I didn't really get it anyway, but if you say so, it's a dream. Thank you. We'll keep on looking. Okay. See you next time. Nor. It's not often Layla falls asleep so quickly. Good for her. Paimon thinks we should go ask Kaveh now. If he's searching for the book, he must know something. Where is he now? Good question. But we could try hanging around where he might show up. There's a good chance he's there right now, right? So we're playing hide and seek with Kaveh. There are things I have not found for here. Books that I would probably never read. There's a lot of books I pick up in this game that I haven't read quite yet. It's interesting hearing people talk about it when I hear about people reading these books themselves. Learn more about the world. I'm talking about it. Just a lot of data for me to kind of go through. Oh, I can't climb? And there's so many books here. Oh, I guess I completed some book series that was missing a couple books for a long time. Okay. Hopefully that was it. Okay, how do we get out of here? Over there. So Kaveh's not in here. He's just probably back at his house. I kind of forgot where his house was, though. Oh. Nope. Not gonna be. Wait a minute. I thought she was a distraction, but did I actually have to talk to her? Okay, no. The right way. Kind of high above. Probably better for me to drop down somewhere than to teleport down and go up. Here? Yeah, this was where Kaveh's house was. Did you ever think we seemed like a pair of thieves? Hiding here to ambush Kaveh? It almost seems like we're here to extort him or something. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. When have you ever been bothered by your conscience? Eh, that sounds like footsteps. Quick, let's have a look. Stop right there, Ka. Oh, I mean, of course, the roommates. Who would me? I hate them here. Huh? I hate them. What are you doing here? If anything, I hate them might actually help us with this. When it comes to like mysteries like this, he's pretty good at like uncovering the truth. So he's the right one to go with. Good question. Surprisingly indeed. I was under the impression that you knew I lived here. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. What can I do for you? Nothing. Never mind. Oh? Goodbye then. That was a very straightforward conversation. Not weird that we're in front of his house. He just left. Does he have work to do or something? What's up again? They're heading towards the door. Stop right there, Kabe. Wow. What are you two doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. Paimon was under the impression that you would know the only reason we'd be here was if we were looking for you. Paimon, you don't sound like yourself. Looking for a certain book by any chance? Wait, what? Here's the deal. You and Paimon pull Kabe to one side, and what I did... I wasn't even in auto. It just went so quickly. How could you read that quickly? Like, you have to read, like, just in your mind, but okay. But I guess we just Kabe told him the story, and this is where we're at. How does you guys know everything? God, and I was thinking I'd been super discreet the whole time. No one should even have noticed. Come on, get real. You really think that no one knows you live here? Hey, that's not fair. Of course nobody knows, except for Sino, Tanari, Kole, and two of you, right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. But if a stranger overheard us, it would be a disaster. Might even impact my career. Yeah, I forgot that he's living with... I hate them because he has no choice. He just broke. He needs money to be able to move out. Anyway, about the book. You believe it contains intel about hidden treasures, don't ya? Looking to get rich quick, are we? Yeah. Are you offering to help find it? Shucks. Why didn't you say so earlier? So this really is treasure. How about this? We help you find it, then we split it, the loot 50-50. It's a deal. NoukonNeko, after all we've been through, it's finally our turn to get rich. No need to keep yapping hidden treasure. The Paimon's homing in all, yeah. Huh? Hey, Paimon. What just happened? Huh? Is that Dea? What just happened? Okay, Neko and Paimon. Must be my lucky day running into you like this. Hey, you mercenaries are pretty tuned to the grapevine. Have you ever heard of a book called Reason Knows Not Time of Day, but suspense always follows a blizzard? Wait, you guys are looking for it too? By two, you don't mean you're looking for it too? Darn it. It does, so does that mean we're finally gonna get squared off against Dea? Wait a minute. Would you mind telling me exactly why you're looking for it? What's more, you go over the rumors that Farmerzon told you. If it really does turn out to be something important, I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. Whoa, really? From your reaction before, Paimon thought you were after it too. Don't worry, a client had asked me to go get her the book, but her attitude seems off somehow. So I didn't take the commission. She's a smart cookie though, and it's was like she was hiding something, so I thought she must have an internal motive. Besides, I had other things to look into right now. Compared to some commissions, it's more important you uncover the truth behind that book. Anyway, no time to lose. I've got to get going. Alright then, good luck. Don't forget to tell us if you hear anything. Wonder who Dea's client could be. Hey! How did we go from Kaya to talking to Dea? It's just really random. Hunting. How are you so fast? Flying is faster than running. Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Did I like teleport here? Haven't been so much. I run fast, like I guess like the Flash. All right, listen to me. It's like this. Paimon, don't get your hopes up. That book isn't some kind of treasure map. It's just an unremarkably, surprisingly ordinary detective novel. Huh? But didn't you say there was some treasure? If most people backtrack like that, Paimons just think they'll change their mind and wanted to keep all the more for themselves. But that's not something you'd do. No, that's... I'm sorry. I couldn't bring myself to tell you earlier, so I played along with what you were saying. Here's what happened. I borrowed the book months ago. When I opened the first page, I discovered one of the names was printed in... He's the one been writing marks in the book, and he's been like editing the kind of like, you know, yeah, well, editing, not editing, because he didn't really write himself, but you know how you have someone like proofread something you wrote and they circle or mark things on your essays and stuff like that? That's what he did. I think the proofread, right? He's proofreading the book and he's been writing in the book, and people have been thinking that meant something this whole time. Really? I guess because like since people are making a big commotion of it, he's been trying to hide that he's the one been doing it. Didn't want to cause trouble, because you shouldn't be writing on books like that in the first place. That night, I've been drinking just a little and I was starting to feel drowsy, so I picked up a pen and circled the name. As I'm sure you know, the House of Dana allows borrowers to note the book they take out. I'm in the habit of doing that too, so at that time, I didn't give it a second thought. Oh, I guess it's okay if I write it then. But after I was a dozen of pages in, I realized the names of all the characters in the book have been intentionally been written slightly wrong. Maybe it would be more accurate to say that the novel itself was quite strange. All the characters' names were based on real historical figures, but rather than using their original names, they've been tweaked ever so slightly. Most people would assume that the author had made a mistake, or there had been printing error when they saw spelling mistakes like that. I didn't find the content particularly appealing, so I returned it before I finished reading it. But later on, I heard the book has suddenly become the talk of the town, and there were rumors about mysterious treasure or something. Oh, and you thought it had something to do with you? It certainly does sound like it. Yeah, and I heard that now. All the names of the book have been circled, not just one. I just haven't been able to figure out the what must have happened after I returned it. Did you tell anyone else that you borrowed it? Let me think. Tonari? Last time we met, I told him all about the poorly parts of the book was written, and he said I'd make it sound pretty funny, so much that, in fact, he suddenly wanted to take a look at it. Look himself. So Tonari did this too. It made it sound like it was so bad it's good. In that case, let's go find Tonari. That's fine with me, but still have work to finish up, and it's pretty urgent. How about I head back first and we can meet up again later once I'm done? No problem. Hope your work goes well. Me too. Thanks. See you later then. Now we talk to Tonari. I guess they're just randomly wanting us to talk to all the Samira characters in the middle of the summer event, which is totally not at the summer event at all. This feels like, yeah, how does this all relate to summer event? Wait, he's probably across another city. Right here. Yeah, back to Gandharva village. Guess it all started because of Kole. Or in the other world. Should be nearby. Oh, Tara's right there. Over here. Over there. Hey, Tonari. Oh, I guess she went more like Tanari, but I heard you. I heard you. How's it going, NoukonNeko and Paimon? You guys look excited. You tell Tonari about how you've looked for the novel. The reason knows not the time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. That's such a long title. I swear they did it on purpose, especially when they didn't add the dialogue themselves. As you do so, you reflect once more on how it's really long the title is and how even just saying it out loud makes you feel tired. Yeah, precisely. Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the house of Dana to borrow it. Calvin said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. The problem was there was always two names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style each circle was different. It was like some kind of game. Someone who had drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, then someone else had drawn a green circle around another name. So by the time Kave returned the book and you taking it back out again, someone else had already noted it? Was it Ahatham? That's right. But I'm sure that the first circle was drawn by Kave. Yes, no surprise there. If you stop and think about it, but for a second, guessing the identity of the second notator should be trivial. Wait, you mean it was... There was two people living in the same house and one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely that the other person left a mark too. Yep, it was Aitham. Good point. Sigh. Sometimes those two really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the beginning. The first character whose name has been circled on the very first page turned out to be the murderer. Surely that was just a blatant spoiler, just like the joke where someone opens a novel and bam, there's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the start. What kind of joke would be so cruel? That was one of Cyrus and wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. What? He wasn't lucky enough to borrow the book after he scribbled all over it. My master Nafis and Professor Zaha Hadi, who had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Wow. That'd be kind of annoying if you're reading, like, especially a detective type of story. Sarah said that Master once threatened to give him a good beating by the side entrance of the house of Dina. It was only thanks to my mother and Professor Zahad D intervening that it didn't happen. Ivan doesn't sympathize with Cyrus at all, not one bit. The house of Dana had never stopped people from noting books, but this seemed like a special case. I didn't think the book could be allowed to keep circling like that. So I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. So what? He's trying to make it hard for people to believe like who the murder suspect is. The best place to hide a leaf in the forest is a simple principle. You just hide it with a bunch of leaves, right? Oh, well, when you put it like that, but still. How many names did you circle, Tonari? Let me think. Not too many. About 3 or 4? I chose them all randomly. Then who circled the other names in the book? There must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not sure why. Who would have thought borrowing books could be so complicated? Yeah, why am I so interested in this book at this point? At this point, there's no treasure involved, right? Oh, who else could... Is it Dory? We're gonna visit Dory next. It feels like Dory.
Into the wind.
That is not Sayu. Animal character, but not Sayu. Okay, who's over here? Look, there's Daya. Let's tell her what the real story is. Huh? Candace is there too. She's kind of far from our village. So I need to reflect a little on what I did. What happened? To meet you here today is surely due to the guidance of the gods. Greetings. Candace, is this a personal trip? Today's trip to the city is to buy some provisions for the people of Aurora Village, as well to help Miss Setaria deliver a message to the sages of the academia while I'm here. On the way, I happened to see Dea sitting in the cafe looking down, so I came over to chat with her. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I've suddenly remembered a few details about that book after talking to you. Before that client have even contacted me, I've heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Out of curiosity, I asked Sino to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Paimon totally gets that. We inherited our customs of searching for gold and wisdom from the sands, from the gods themselves. But that book turned out to be dry as dust. A bunch of names have been circled and still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be despite reading the whole thing through carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think it was some kind of ritual or game or something, so I picked up a pen and drew a circle of my own. Wow, everybody is just circling names in this book. But later, Miss Dunyarzad asked her parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said that mysterious marking fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. If there were just regular annotations, it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary, but these strange circles can't help but want to try and figure out what they might mean. That's true. So Dea, what you're reflecting on is having accidentally interfered with other people's reading experience. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on a second. Why did you tell Candace? She's a warrior, you know. Sometimes she has to interrogate criminals for other things like that too. Everyone recognizes that her job is secret, so when we need to think over what we've gone wrong, We'll talk to her about it. Oh, I need a drink. I've been reading so much right now. Please, don't be surprised, my dear NoukonNeko. To me, listening to other people's mistakes is just another way of protecting them. By speaking of your own mistakes and hearing sincere advice in return, improvement will come over time. That's the way we do things. That's actually a good way to do things, really. But all she did was draw a circle. It's not like she deliberately trying to mess with anyone. Besides, everyone agrees the book itself is just bad. Don't worry about it, Dea. That's true. I was just telling Candace how bizarre it is. But be as it may, it doesn't change the fact that it just ain't right to mess with someone else's enjoyment of a book. That's the bottom line. Anyway, Dea, please have faith that gods will forgive your transgression. Besides, you told me about a part of the story where one of the suspect in the case ends up crawling out the village on his hands and knees, and his name was Ahama? That's right. The detective in the book argued that he must have leapt across the broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you find out later that his conjecture was totally off base. Why is that? Because it turns out that Ahama had a superpower, so he could float right across the broken bridge. Wow. Okay, that's that part of the book that Fara's son didn't really like. What the heck the book is even about? It sounds completely ludicrous. Ahama is simply too reminiscent of the good name of King Deshret, don't you think? Though considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. Right. Sigh. You know, I can't help but wonder what our friends at the Temple of Suns would say if somehow they got their hands on this book. Sure, those sages would be able to unpack interesting ideas from the text we ordinary people would scarce dream of. It's normal for there to be bridges outside the blizzard-swept mountain villages, and normal for them to get broken, but for a person to cross one by floating through the air, why resort to such a lame plot device? Is it really a serious detective novel? Sounds more like something out of a comic strip. I'm starting to get that where Farazan was coming from. If you got all excited about reading a detective novel, but ends up reading Trap like that instead, better not to even think about it. So where's the book now? Not sure. I returned it after I was done reading it, and back then there weren't as many markings inside the rumors as they say they were. Alright. The Detective Paimon is still on the case. Are we still looking into this? I guess we're going back over there. So who could have predicted this? It is precisely because it is unpredictable that you shouldn't blame yourself. Yeah, it's fine, Dea. This quest is a lot of running back and forth, and yeah, they really just want to really showcase all the characters in Sumeru. How did I get back in? Quite the problem with Sumeru. I sometimes forget how you get into places. Luckily we have this golden trail. Okay, on my way. Surely it's not Not a bad thing that I'm rolling around in the library. As long as I do it quietly, right? Hello? Has the reason it knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard been returned yet? There are 2 copies of the book. One that's been marked up and the other hasn't. I'm guessing you're looking for the one with the marks? Oh, you saw right through us. Many others have asked for it too. I apologize though. It seems like it hasn't been returned yet. Please come back again later. Can't you at least tell us who borrowed it? Well, as long as it isn't overdue, we wait patiently for it to be returned. Disclosing borrower's identities without proper reason to do so would be a violation of professional ethics. So you will have to forgive me for giving that information confidentially. Got a point. It would be terrible if I was looking to steal a book started harassing whoever borrowed it. Hey, you two look as confused as a couple of Aranara who just run into each other's head first. Are you two looking for something? I can help. That's Nahida's voice. Hi there. Nahida, have you heard a book called Reasoning Knows Not the Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard? Oh my god, that name kills me every time I read it. Such a long name. But yes, I do know the one you mean. I heard that everyone's looking for it, and it sounded fascinating, so I found a brand new copy to read myself. By brand new, you mean it wasn't the copy with all the markings on it? Yes, that's right. I was more interested in the content of the book itself than all the rumors about the hidden treasures, so an unmarked copy was all I needed. Speaking of which, it's funny. There's more than one copy of this book, but everyone's looking for the one where all the names have been circled. Are they all afraid of spoilers, or do they actually crave them? Oh, so you do know who has the copy of the markings right now. I just happened to have seen it in the hands of one of your friends. If you're looking for the copy that sparked all the rumors, you should look around near the palace of Alakashara. Is it Sino who has it? Didn't Sano... No, I don't think Sano borrowed it yet, based on the history, right? But eventually he'd be interested. And it's just a process of elimination about who's left to have borrowed it, right? It would be either... Well, Nilu's in the other world. She shouldn't be here. So it would be... Literally, Sino's like the only one left, right? Wait. Ooh. Got stuck. Right here? Sino be all over her? Who else was over here? I forgot. Ooh. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting a character. I guess Sethos would be here. I don't know much about Sethos though, so I don't know if he's the type that would be interested in books like these. But that's also another option. I mean, why do we need the book with this marking anyways when we know it's just random people marking? It is Sethos. And I forgot about Dora, or Dory. But Sino's also there. Okay. Is that? Huh? Dory, Sino, and Sethos? Ah, darn you, Jaro Mahamatra. Entrapment isn't gonna work. You can't do that. Hey, what do you mean by entrapment? Now, I guess we'll learn about him through this little dialogue here. No scholar who studies King Dashred's civilization fails to understand the significance of the Temple of Silence. Sethos is none other than the heir to his ancient organization and its history over thousands of years. After arriving to Samaro City, He did not wish to be too conspicuous, but so chose to live in anonymity, crafting a ordinary identity. With his friend's smile and enthusiasm, the skilled conversationist became part of the community almost as soon as he arrived. If you run into him on the streets by chance, it wouldn't hurt to strike up a conversation. Perhaps he'll share a mysterious desert tale, long lost amidst the sands. Okay, so he might know things. Or actually things that other people don't know. You're the one who had the book. I said I just wanted to read it. Then you agreed to meet me here. Sano show up too was just a coincidence. Pure coincidence. You don't play games with me. I know who you are. You're the new Kid Sethos, right? I know you're a friend of Sino's. Huh? So you do know who I am. I saw how Sino was chasing you around trying to get you to play cards and how you found an excuse to run off after a couple of rounds right after. That left quite an impression. You didn't have to mention that. No, I think Dory's right about that. You always look for a way out when it comes to playing Invocation, becoming quite a problem. NoukonNeko, Paimon. You've been standing there for quite a while. Oh, if it isn't my dear NoukonNeko and Paimon, what brings the two of you to the palace of Alakazar? Right? Oh my god. There's too many letters in that name. Might it be that you have come to do business with me, the Lord of Sinkamaya Bay? Haha, of course. Please give me a moment to conclude our business here, then I'll be with you straight away. Anyway, General Matra, as I am sure you're well aware, the means by which I had someone borrow this book from the House of Dana are both completely legal and perfectly reasonable. Seeing as it isn't yet time to return it, you have no right to forcibly seize a book I borrowed. That would be the case had you not engaged in any irregular activities. Yet, just now, a buyer, Sethos, came to the palace of Alar Zar on the basis of mysterious message to meet a seller, hoping in vain to purchase a detective novel. She was trying to sell the book. Yeah, that's probably definitely illegal. And hey, Lisa. Welcome to the long reading side quest that I'm doing right now in Genshin Impact. It's part of the summer event somehow. A mysterious book with a bunch of circle names, and we are now here tracking Dory, who's trying to sell the book. And everybody who wants this book to kind of solve this mystery that I'm not even sure is a mystery. But anyway, what do you mean, buyer? He's one of your people. You sent him here deliberately to try to buy it and trap me. That's not something I can acknowledge. What I can tell you is that I had eyes on this book for some time. Remember, it is forbidden to transfer or sell books from the House of Dana without a specific approval from the relevant authorities. I'm not selling anything, just to be clear. I'm just making the most of an opportunity. If someone pays me a little something on the side, I'll lend them the mysterious little novel to browse for a bit. If you don't believe me, just ask any of my curious readers. Yes, that's right. You readers. Anyway, I was just showing him the book. Is that so? And here I was thinking, you really going to go through with an illegal transaction like this, Sethos? Huh? Wait, what? You two really aren't together? So I was really curious about the book, and I finally managed to track it down. But Sino, it's true that Dory never actually said she wanted to sell the book. So she isn't the mastermind who started all this? The mastermind? So by your own account, it looks like you might jump the gun a bit, General Mahamatra. I'm not handing the book over. You may think you played an ace, Dory, but when you opened the book just now, I saw the truth revealed before me. The book's return date is today. Ugh. Sino sure got sharp eyes. That's right. I do have a good vision. You have less than half an hour before the book is overdue. Give it to me and I will return it. How could I just hand it over to you like that? This is a mysterious, super awesome, mega amazing paragon of illogical detective novels that is practically a treasure. I'm gonna make a fortune off of it. That's such a rich, very long way to kind of describe a book. Should you be admitting that out loud? I didn't say I was gonna sell it. It's not like I was being serious. Then how about this? Tori, Sino, why don't you two play a little game with the book as the stakes? Are they gonna play cards over the book? Is this how it's gonna be? Like, you know, ending, I guess, like settling a battle, like settling a argument over a what's the saying for this? Over a children's card game? But anyway, that's one way to solve it. How about it, Dory? Do you dare accept the challenge? If you win, I'll turn a blind eye to the book for the time being. If you lose, you hand it over. Oh, sounds interesting. Very well, I'm in. What's the contest? Well, it's obviously the card game. Are you, the both of you, confident in your powers of a mental recall? Oh, I guess it's not the card game. Okay. My memory is not bad. Yes. And you both read the contents of the book, correct? That's right. Huh? Sino, you've actually read it? Oh ho! Well, needless to say, so have I. In that case, I'll just open the book and flip through a few pages and you tell me how many names have been circled. Best out of 3 wins. Sounds good? Yeah, that's nuts. Is Stethos just trying to like find a way for him to just be able to read the book by like having this contest? That's what he's trying to do. But man, that's kind of hard to kind of do in the middle of a game like this. What? Chickening out? No, it's game on. Let's go. Good. In that case, the first page. 6. Both correct. Next, the second page. I think it was 4? I'd say 4. Oh, both of you are right again. 2 draws, so it all hangs on the next question. Listen up. Oh? Page 61. Oh, just a big time skip, I guess. What? That I don't quite remember. 7? I know. The answer is 5. Absolutely correct. The answer is 5. Sino, is your memory really that good? I'm not buying it. How did you do that? It's not actually because I have a good memory, but because of the circling of the names left a deep impression on me. After I borrowed it, I noticed the names on the first few pages have been selectively circled by different people. Each person's penmanships are different, and moreover, I recognize 3 of the circles as having been drawn by Tonari. Few others use the same color ink as he does, because they're best friends, of course. He would know. So it was instantly recognizable. You even know that? Yes, and I learned that habit of his long ago. At that time, I had just been promoted General Mahamatra and would go to a secret base when I wanted to go through all the trivial tasks. in my in tray at once with minimal disturbances. I always tend to find Tonari's hidden away on the tree there. Doing his homework, noticing that the writing implements he favored wasn't exactly detective work. In all my years, he's never once changed the thing he uses. Back to the book. Anyone who's read it knows that the first name circle is the real murderer. Perhaps Tonari did not want the plot to be spoiled for anyone else, so he circled other names. Ooh, wow, he discovered the mystery already. Noting the marking a book is not in itself a violation of the book borrowing regulations, but why are all the other names marked there? Is there some conspiracy behind them? What do they have to do with Tonari? I want to get to the bottom of this, even if it's just for the sake of my friend. But to uncover the secret, you must become a part of the conspiracy. So I circle all the other names that were left in the book. What? To think you do such a thing. So there's no treasure at all? Is it just you guys all along? That's right. You should wish to hide a grain of sand buried in the desert. And in that grain of sand, I can catch a glimpse of the truth. And so you were drawn to it, making your plans, and yet, in a twist of fate, were discovered by me. No matter how vast the world is, you cannot run from the long arm of the law. Wow, you're making a meal out of this, aren't you? You really have too much time on your hands. Okay, I give up. You win. That's enough for today. It's time for Lord Sangama Bay to return to her room for some repose. Farewell. So, do you intend to take this book back to the Temple of Silence? I'd heard there was a treasure hidden inside, and I thought it might have something to do with the temple. I never thought that was the real story behind it. But when you agreed to complete, I had already surmised you were familiar with this book. So that's why I chose that particular format. Brilliant move, bro. What's with that look? You're just thinking that there have been more twists and turns in the story behind the book than the actual story itself. So as long as you got it back, I'll leave it uncovering the rest of the secrets to you and take my leave for now. See you later, everyone. Can I borrow the book? Of course. After Sano hands you the book, you might have thumbs through it, you're quite reading it carefully, you could read something that's not quite right. The plot is wildly imaginative, and just as everyone says, though most of the names of the book seems familiar, on closer inspection, you realize that they aren't actually the names of the historical figures you thought they were at first. Not only that, but every name that has been circled, thinking back on the course of the events, falls silent. And then you explain the full story. How unexpected. But still, it does make sense. It's far more better than the existence of an actual conspiracy. In that case, I still have other plans. Last time I was in Caravan Rabat, I promised I'd meet Dea and Candace for drinks. NoukonNeko, could I trouble you to return the book for me? Sure. Leave it to me. Thanks, friend. Oh. Wait, are we almost done? Tracking it all the way for this book just to return it. For it to not really have any actual treasure involved. And we, at this point, almost met every single Samaro character so far. So we should be close to being finished. Well, this is a lot of twists and turns if we walk the actual way. Yeah, I probably should have just jumped down like I normally do. Okay, this is it. Okay, I'm here. Nothing weird, just, you know, a person with red wings flying around in the town. Well, we're finally back. Now, let's return the book. Really found the book? Amazing. I've been waiting here for it to be returned so I could see it as soon as possible. Recount the entire tale to Kave's eager ears. Ah, seriously? How's that even possible? I circled the actual murderer? I was pretty surprised by this whole thing too. Let's just take care of the book problem first. Hello, this book is it's probably all my fault for using permanent ink to mark a page, since I caused a whole mess with other things that happen. Now that it's all marked up like this, there's even a risk of those marks spoiling the story, so I like to buy it. The whole issue would be avoidable if the academia uses money to buy a new copy. Would you please consider my proposal? Mr. Kave, your idea has merit, but it is indeed a good way to resolve the situation. I'll confirm the book's price now, and you can pay it over there. Is it going to be really expensive? That's great. Thank you so much. He's going to read more in depth. Shortly after, Kave, accompanied by accounting staff, registers the purchase of the book and pays the full amount. Staff member carefully wraps up thoroughly marked up old book and gives it to him. What a blunder. Regardless, thank you so much for all your help. It was nothing. We were just kind of along for the ride. Still, Kave, it's better if you use something more erasable to take notes in the future. I understand. I'll never let myself subconsciously correct typesetting errors ever again. No, I mean, I never borrow a book with such a long name, at least for a while. Huh? Something loading? Ah, Hytham, you're here. I was looking over for you. What is it? Aha, guess what I got in this little bag here? If I had to guess, a young man's tears of regret. That's a good way to describe it. And do you know it? It's the reason knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. You actually bothered to memorize a ridiculous, boring name like that? That's just because I was filling out the paperwork to buy it back at the academia's office. I had to write it out over and over. And it looks like this book has a new owner. Only because I subconsciously marked up the book with ink. Did you know that Tanari, Dea, and Sino all circled names in the book? It's all started because the name I circled was the real killer. To be perfectly honest, the moment I first saw the murderer's name circled, I knew this would happen. Wait a second. How come you read the book too? I had the pleasure of reading it in the house of Dana. The logic is a mess. It's just poorly written. You left the book out in the study. So you knew I circled the killer. Then did you circle any names in the book? What do you think? So you did. The second one is mine. Why? Best way to avoid spoilers is to add a red herring. Yeah, that's what all those other circles were. Then Why just one? Then I circle 3. I already significantly reduced the probability of the murderer's identity from being spoiled for the next reader. That's more than enough. No need to worry about things that are beyond saving. And just why isn't it necessary? Using permanent ink to circle a name on the first page, that's obviously beyond saving. What kind of logic is that? I bet you just drew your circle for fun. If you must say so, then it's because the circling of names is far more interesting than the book itself. So, fair point. In the end, I only have myself to blame for using up my pencils. Just need to go buy some more. Congratulations! This is one of a kind out of print book. Personally penned by the hands of so many is now yours. Do you think I look happy about it? I don't even want it. Aha. If it was Paimon, she wouldn't want it either. That's a no from me too. That was a really long quest. A lot of, what's the word for this? When you're chasing something that doesn't really exist. It's not a ghost chase. I don't remember the saying at this point, but something. Like a goose chase? I don't know. But that's a very long story. But at least I think, yeah, we are now done with all the stories or story quests and event. And at this point in time, there is something about this here. And I assume these are mini games to worry about. So I'm slowly trying to, you know, get Kirara's costume and get a copy of Kirara. So there will be more Genshin streams in the future. But yeah, I think this is a good time to really stop it for today. And continue this on another day. Yeah, highly likely I will continue doing more Genshin streams on Tuesday. Most likely Tuesday. Because usually the other days and the weekend, I'm usually focusing on more multiplayer related stuff to do with other Affinity members like Jay and Tomoe. Tomorrow there should be a collab stream for a new game that we been talking about giving it a try. I'll save that little secret of what we're gonna play tomorrow, because we're still kind of trying to make our minds on what to do. But there's a game that's a high candidate, so there's that. What's also interesting is I just got like a message that I'm in a closed beta testing for another game I'm interested in called Mecha Break, and that I might stream on Sunday. I think the test is just on Sunday. If I'm not too tired, I'm gonna be really busy on Saturday. Wait, yeah, did I say Sunday? I meant Saturday night. But like Saturday, for most of the day, I'm gonna be catching some Pokemon. There's a big event. It's more like a correctional event. To catch Rayquaza. Rayquaza is gonna be one of the strongest Pokemon in Pokemon Go right now. And he's gonna be back. He was back like a couple months ago, and I did catch some, but not one that, you know, had a good enough stat that I would have kind of liked to work on. So I like to, especially when they are giving us another chance, to try to catch more. tomorrow and see how that goes. So wish me luck on that. And that's going to be almost the whole day. But as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to head back home. And if I'm not too tired, then I'll stream Make a Break on Saturday. But if that doesn't work out, then I might have to stream it next weekend. Because I think the closed beta is for two weekends, not just this weekend. So I will have multiple opportunities. Ideally, I want to do both the weekends, but I don't know. It really depends how tired I am after the whole Recursive event. But the whole Recursive event is something I can't really just skip. So Mysterious collab tomorrow. Make them break maybe on Saturday. Sunday might be Monster Hunter because I haven't done that. I skipped that bit, but we'll see. Because if I was streaming both tomorrow and Saturday night, I'm probably gonna be tired and kind of want a break. Would probably want to take a break on Sunday, but that's the reason why. Most likely a Genshin stream would be on Tuesdays, and then Monday, it's usually either a break or another co-op stream. But that's to be determined after I talk to other people who might want to collab stream with me. But that's how this weekend is gonna kind of look. Before I end the stream, I want to decide something because it's not really often that I've had a chance to roll for Kirara. And I know I have enough to get her to Constitution 4 after I get a copy of her. And that might be enough, but it's when it comes to, like, you know, 4-star characters, it's always really tempting just to go ahead and max them out. And I do want to see. I did review Constellation a bit, but I kind of wanted to look it over again. Since I would just need 2 more copies to get there. All members of the party would gain 12% of all elemental damage bonus within 50 seconds after Kara uses her elemental skill or burst. Oh, so it's just a party buff. 12%. It's not big enough for it. So it's nice to have it, but it's not enough for me to, like, kind of go for. Sometimes some, 6-star collection is so important that, yeah, you don't want it really badly to get there, but this is not one of those cases. Yeah, so just the Constitution 4 is all that really matters for her. All right, I guess. What up? It's a new month. Means I should buy those. Certain guys are already maxed out. Is that enough for a roll? That's not enough for a roll. Oh, I guess we're not in a roll then, so.
My eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Guess we'll go ahead and end it here. So, yeah, I'm gonna go get some well-deserved sleep after all that reading. Ooh, my voice does need to get a little break from all that. Yeah, hopefully I see you guys during one of the streams during the weekend. If not, then I'll see you guys on Tuesday probably. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the weird goose chase that I had to go through today in today's event. But yeah, I'll see you guys around. All right. Well, NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.